What if I told you this wasn't just a win, but a statement that shook the entire league? A 17-point blowout, 89-72. But the real shock isn't the score, it's how effortlessly the Los Angeles Sparks dismantled Portland from start to finish. And the question everyone is asking tonight is simple. Was this the moment the Sparks stopped being inconsistent and started becoming dangerous contenders? The Los Angeles Sparks came into this matchup carrying more than just a record. They carried expectations, pressure, and a fan base hungry for identity. A team that shone flashes of brilliance, but too often disappeared in crucial moments. On the other side, Portland arrived with something different. Nothing to lose, everything to prove. A young, hungry roster looking to punch up and shake the standings. But what unfolded tonight in this 89-72 result wasn't a battle. It was a takeover. And it started earlier than anyone expected. From the opening possession, Los Angeles didn't just play offense, they imposed rhythm. Every pass had purpose. Every rotation had intent. Portland barely had time to breathe before the Sparks were already collapsing driving lanes and forcing rushed decisions. The message was clear. This is our floor tonight. And for Portland, the first few minutes felt like running into a wall that kept moving closer every possession. Turnover after turnover, rushed shot attempts, and defensive confusion. The Sparks didn't just start fast, they started in control. Momentum in basketball is dangerous. But when Los Angeles grabbed it, they turned it into pressure. Constant, suffocating pressure. And Portland was about to feel it fully. To their credit, Portland didn't fold early. They responded with mid-range jumpers, a few strong drives into the paint, and brief flashes of offensive chemistry. But there was a problem. Every time Portland scored, Los Angeles answered faster. Not just scoring, but accelerating the game beyond Portland's comfort zone. This wasn't a half-court chess match anymore. It was a track meet. And the Sparks had already laced up first. If the offense set the tone, the defense defined the night. Los Angeles rotated like a machine. Help defense arriving half a second early every time Portland tried to attack the paint. Passing lanes vanished. Driving angles collapsed. And contested shots became the only shots available. Portland wasn't just missing, they were being forced into mistakes. And that distinction is everything. Because great defense doesn't just stop scoring, it destroys confidence. Then it happened. The moment the game tilted completely. A defensive stop turned into a fast break, then another, then another. And suddenly, Portland wasn't just trailing, they were reacting. Once Los Angeles found rhythm, the ball movement became beautiful chaos for Portland. Extra passes turned good shots into great shots. Spacing stretched the defense thin. And every possession looked like it had a purpose written before it even began. The Sparks weren't relying on isolation heroics tonight. They were building something far more dangerous. Trust-based basketball. And when a team trusts every pass, every cut, every rotation, defenses don't just struggle, they break down entirely. At this point, Portland needed a run. Not a basket. Not a possession. A run. But every time they tried to string momentum together, Los Angeles responded immediately. A defensive stop. A transition finish. A corner three that silenced the bench. It wasn't just skill anymore. It was control. And control is the most exhausting thing to fight against in professional basketball. The scoreboard may have still shown a competitive game, but emotionally, this one was already slipping away from Portland. And in the locker rooms, the tone was completely different. One team adjusting, the other trying to survive. The third quarter is where games are often won, and Los Angeles treated it like a closing argument. They came out sharper, faster, and more physical. Defensive intensity rose another level. And offensively, the ball moved even quicker, almost like Portland was always a step behind the decision. Within minutes, the lead didn't just grow, it expanded uncontrollably. This wasn't about one superstar carrying the load. This was a complete team performance. The veteran leadership controlled tempo. The front-court dominance secured second-chance opportunities. The perimeter shooting punished every defensive lapse. And the bench? The bench didn't just maintain the lead. They extended it. Every rotation brought fresh energy instead of drop-off. And that is the difference between good teams and complete teams. In the final stretch, Portland tried one last push, but their legs were heavy, their timing was off, and the energy required to climb back simply wasn't there anymore. Every possession felt longer, every shot felt harder, and every miss felt heavier. The final minutes weren't dramatic. They were controlled. Los Angeles didn't rush. They didn't force highlight plays. They closed the game with discipline. And that's what makes this win dangerous for the rest of the league. Because blowouts can happen. But controlled blowouts like this? That's a message. An 89-72 victory doesn't just go into the win column. It becomes a reference point. A reminder of what happens when execution, defense, and trust all align at the same time. For the Sparks, this wasn't just about Portland. This was about identity. Are they in? Consistent? Or are they evolving into a team nobody wants to see in the playoffs? Because if this version shows up consistently, the league has a problem. And now the question shifts from what happened to what comes next. Was this 89-72 win just a dominant regular season performance? Or the moment the Los Angeles Sparks officially turned into legitimate contenders? And more importantly, do you believe Portland's struggles were just a bad night? Or a sign of deeper issues they can't ignore? Drop your take in the comments. I want to hear every opinion on this one. And if you love deep breakdowns, emotional sports storytelling, and high-intensity game analysis like this, subscribe to @Usasports Journey 369 for more epic US Highlight Junction content. Because here, we don't just show you the score, we show you the story behind it.